started out here in 1987, not really with much of a plan of anything. We just were doing firewood.
I guess our plan was to take over the firewood operation.
So that's what it started out as. My family's been running cheap out here since 1920. So we were kind of venturing off on our own, doing our own thing. 25 is what we started out with, 25 ewes, Romney Coopworth crosses. Didn't know a thing about wool production. We basically raised lamb, so wool was a secondary byproduct, and so my operation out here is totally the opposite. What I concentrate on is the quality of wool for the hand spinners and weavers, and that's why you see the coats on them. And then from there, the lamb is our byproduct, and so that goes to the local restaurants and farmers markets here in the area. Good girl, stay back. Back. Good girl. So there's quite a few weavers. There's actually, we have the mountain Feather River Fiberistas. It's a local spinning group that gets together once a month, and we kind of go from different location each month for the members. But you'd be amazed at how many are out there that are actually still spinning and weaving and like to process the wool themselves. They like to buy the raw fleece, do the washing, the carding, and get it prepped to spin, and the weaving, do the entire process themselves. So this is what we call the wool room. This is our on-site little store, and so in here we've got all the fleeces that we've harvested at the beginning of the year. We shear once a year in January. The fleeces are individually bagged and marked, and then the hand spinners and weavers buy just one fleece, and many of them reserve their fleece for the following year. They have one particular fleece and that's what they want, so they'll prepay to ensure that they get that fleece the following year. I have both ends of the spectrum. I have the Rambouillet, which is the fine wool, and then I have the Romney Coopworth, which is the luster long wool. This is the fine wool, much shorter staple length, finer. This would be worn next to the skin. The Romney is what they call luster longer wool, was developed for the carpeting, and it's good for outer coats. The lamb's wool can be worn next to the skin, but the weavers like it because it's very, very strong, because you can see the difference in the length, 5 inches versus 2.5, 3 inches. So this is the yarn, which is ready to use. We don't actually spin the yarn here at the ranch. We produce the fiber, the fleeces, which after it's washed and scoured, it's turned into the roving here, and then once it's in the roving, then it's ready to spin. And I use spinneries, small mills all over the United States, depending on my end product of what I want produced.